Okay. Till yesterday we have done single program OS, that is single program operating system, and multi-user operating system and programming languages. Today we are going to start with translator. Translator is used to translate any program into machine language. Now, every machine and every machine's capacity is different. The supercomputers, their techniques and their mechanism is different with the computers which we use at home. So not all the high refined languages are going to support in the normal computers which we use at home. So we need translators. So there are three types of translators. One is assembler, one is interpreter, and one is compile. Now, what is the work of translator? The work of translator is to translate the high defined programs into the machine language. Now, let's read what is assembler. An assembler is a language translator for a low level programming language called assembly language. Assembly language is a symbolic languages. Symbols, there are different type of symbols, like we have arrow, we have greater than, less than signs. There are number type of symbols. So what is the work of assembler? The assembler works to translate the computer, the high defined language, into symbolic languages, into assembly languages. Okay. Next is interpreter. An interpreter translates and executes each program statement one at a time. That means if an interpreter is translating a language, अगर एक interpreter एक high defined programming language को translate करता है तो वो एक बार के लिए ही करेगा. He will do for one time only. Next, after execution, the translator of a statement is removed from the memory and the next statement is loaded for translator. Translation is required if program is executed again. Therefore, interpreter has limitations that it forgets translation after execution of the statement. Interpreters are suitable for short programs developed by beginners of programming, for example, BASIC. So interpreter, it translates the program at one time. He translate the statement one at a time. He will, suppose you have given a program, for example, A, program A. He will translate the program A once when it is executed, when we are working on it. Once after the execution, जैसे ही हमने उसे execute कर लिया या जैसे ही हमने उसे translate कर लिया, वो जो translated statement है, it is removed from the memory. So there is one limitation, there is one disadvantage of interpreter, that जो प्रोग्राम एक बार ट्रांसलेट हो जाती है उसे मेमोरी एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद अपने आप उसे डिलीट कर देता है. इट कैन नॉट होल्ड इट इन इट्स स्टोरेज एंड this we can use only for beginners like those who are learning computer engineering, those who are learning how to make programming. For them interpreter is very good because they are practicing. And when we again need to execute the same work, then we again need to translate it once again. Compiler. A compiler translates the whole program at one time and stores the translated program on the disk. Remember, we have done hard disks and the storage system in previous chapter. So compiler, what is the work of compiler? Compiler translate the programs. A compiler translator एक प्रोग्राम को पूरी तरीके से ट्रांसलेट करता है और उसे डिक्स में सेव कर देता है, सेव इट इन द डिक्स. The compiler translates the instructions the written in the high level languages. जो भी प्रोग्रामिंग होती है, जो हाई लेवल प्रोग्रामिंग होती है, उनके इंस्ट्रक्शंस को वो ट्रांसलेट करके it save it in the disks of the computer. What are they? They are COBOL, Kotlin, C++, we have Java, we have Java plus. They translate it into binary language. What is binary language? Binary language is 0 to 9. Now comes the application software. So application software utilizes the capacity of the computer directly to a dedicated task. Application software is able to manipulate text, numbers, and graphics. It can be in the form of software focused on a certain single task like word processing, spreadsheet, or playing of audio or video files. Application software consists of the program written by the user for specific purpose such as billings, accountings, payrolls, etc. It is developed by the professionals. Now, the best example which you can see in front of you of application software, जो best example है जो आप अपने सामने देख सकते हो, जो आप daily use करते हो of application software is Zoom. You use Zoom to do online classes. You use your school app to see your study materials, right? You see PDF files while we send you the study material. You see your study material, all the question answers in a PDF file. So what are these? These are the application software. So application software is a type of software, or it is something that is dedicated to do one specific work or one specific task. So application software, it is able to manipulate text. What is manipulating text, numbers, and graphics? Suppose when you write your doubts in the chat option, so you can erase some words, you can type some words, you can send some pictures. So these are known as manipulating text, numbers, and graphics, where you can change the numbers, where you can change the document, whatever is written or given to the system. So there are many application softwares which do some specific words like word processing, that are word file. We have spreadsheets, that is Excel sheets. We can play music, we can play videos. These all are the application software which you see in your computer, in your phones, in your whatever system you use. So these all things are developed by the professional computer engineers. Then comes different types of application software. The first is word processing software. What are the word processing software? Where you can type. That is Microsoft Word, that is Notepad, WordPad, and we have different word processing software as well. So word processing software enable the users to create and edit the documents. Students, when we send you some study material, जब हम आपको study material भेजते हैं, that comes in the PDF form. So first we need to type it in the Word form, मतलब MS Word. We need to type it in the MS Word. So word processing software, it helps the workers, the users, to write any type of documents, or to make any type of documents, or to edit the document wherever the changes are required. So one of the most popular type which we use to create a document is MS Word, where we type and you see your answers. Then is Notepad, then is WordPad, and some other softwares are also there which help us to edit the written text or written documents. Then we have spreadsheet. Spreadsheet software allows you to use allows the user to perform calculation. They simulate paper worksheets by displaying multiple cells that work up a grid. Excel, Lotus 123, Apple numbers are some example of spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are some type of software which you have cells. Cells means rows and columns. We use it, Nia, rename yourself, which we use it to do some calculations. Some examples are Excel, we have Lotus 123, we have Apple numbers of spreadsheet software. Then we have database software. Database is a structured collection of data. A computer database relies on the database software to organize the data and enable the database user to achieve database operations. Database software allows the users to store and receive data from the databases. Examples are Oracle, MS Access, etc. Now, database is something where you store some information. Okay, आपने जहाँ पे कुछ information store किया है. So in an organization, in companies, database software help the workers, help the officers, those who work in the offices, to arrange the data in a simple and in a arranged way. Okay, whenever they need some particular data, if they need some particular data of any particular date, they can take it and collect it from there. And this database software, this allows the user to store different type of data and to retrieve different type of data whenever it is required. Some of the examples are Oracle, MS Access. These all are the names of the software. Then we have multimedia software. Multimedia software allows the users to create and play audio and video files. Like students, when you play some music, when you play some videos, these all are multimedia. Multimedia का मतलब होता है जहाँ पे आप videos भी देख सकते हो, जहाँ पे आप audio भी सुन सकते हो, and both can be done simultaneously. It helps to create the video or to play the audio and video files. So this is known as multimedia software. Like all the music system, the music files which you are using in your computer is known as multimedia software. One of the best example we have, that is Windows MX Player or Windows Player, which maximum every computer have. They are capable of playing media files, audio converter, players, burners, video encoders and decoders are some form of multimedia software. Like examples of these softwares includes real players, VLC media players or media players. So in multimedia software, we can either play the videos, we can either play some music, we can create some videos, we can edit some videos, we can decode and encode the videos. What is decoding and encoding the videos? That is to, you can say, to make some changes in the videos. So some of the examples are real player, VLC media player. Maximum every laptops and computers and desktops, they have VLC media players. We have media players in our computers and laptops. Now processing of multimedia. The inputs are processed through special multimedia packages The input part can be modified and given different colors, shapes, and intensity of colors can also be changed. The finally processed file is converted into a special file called exe files. Now processing the multimedia, when we process any videos, when we process any input, when we when we change the color of the pictures or when we edit the pictures in simpler way, when we edit any picture or when we edit any video and we update it, and after processing the multimedia, the file is converted into a special file, that is exe files. Then comes running of multimedia application. The exe files that run on the computer system have link with other files. They draw their inputs from all other files in multimedia packages, and when these files run, you see them as if you are in the theater. As media player is used for viewing music, from viewing movies and listening to music and songs. We can use any audio video CD or DVD which is played on the CD player or DVD player. Media player is a good entertainer. Then is video games. We can also use a computer for playing video games. These games are also called software, like Aladdin, Mario, Prince, Dave, etc. are some of the popular video games. Now, running of multimedia applications. If you see properly, whenever you see a video or whenever you see an audio video, it feels like you are sitting in front of big screen when it runs in a high defined quality. We have media players like which play movies, which from media player we see some movies, we see some videos, or we can listen to some music. Any kind of CD or any kind of DVD player we can use to play music or play any kind of video. So media player is a good entertainer. It's a source of good entertainment. And video games, we all have played video games, is help us in the computer for playing games. So some of the examples of video games are Aladdin, Mario, Prince, and so on. Now examples of application software are enterprise software. We have content access software, information worker software, simulation software, or educational software. We can have the example of educational software, that is the school app we are using. It is an educational software, right? We are using Zoom. It is, again, we can use it as educational software or we can use it as a office software. So these all are the examples. So what we have learned in this chapter, we have learned a computer has two main parts. One is hardware and software. The part of the computer system that can be touched and seen are called hardware. A hardware without a software is equivalent to a human body without a vein. We can not use any kind of hardware without having software in it. A software is broadly classified into two types. One is system software and one is application software. System software is used to control, manage, and work with the hardware of the computer. Translators is used to translate any program into machine languages. Database is a structured collection of data. All the type of informations or instructions are collected in the database. Media players is used for viewing music and listening to music and songs.